YouTube, today we're going to be looking at Mikey from the Tren twins, everybody's favorite Mike, right? This big meaty guy sadly torn his pec bench pressing, right? And this is super sad, right? Because pec tears can be so serious, so severe that a lot of people never bench the same again after a pec tear, right? And a lot of natural lifters as well, if they encounter a pec tear, this is normally something that can end a career, right? So super sad, right? We found out, they posted a video about 5 days ago. We found out that this happened about a week ago. I'm up here on the Trend Twins page right now, and we're basically just going to be reacting to it because I haven't seen the video in a few days now, and we're just going to look at like some of the updates, right? So if we look at, he said 3 days before. So they were bench pressing 3 days before this had happened, which one, maxing out, three days apart. That's pretty rough on just the joints and everything by itself, right? But it's not nothing out of the blue, not anything that I haven't done before. So let's take a look at the bench from 3 days before. Right, so he's up to 500. Just throwing that around super easy, right? I think he gets up to a lot more weight too. So yeah, up to 550 pounds, right? I mean, this is an insane amount of weight, and not only does he hit it for one, but Mike hits it for two. And if you see when he's doing this bench show, this left pec, right? It doesn't look wrong, nothing's wrong with it, but the bar is definitely slanted to that left side, right? And as he mentions later in the video, he was dealing with some pec strain, right? He felt the pec a little bit. And it's super important that if this ever happens to you guys watching, you gotta stop. When you feel it's awkward, you just gotta stop, right? As much as you want on the day, you just gotta stop. And so if we go up a little bit more, I think he goes, what is this that he goes for? It's like 585, but that was pretty even right there. I think it was more at the lockout when the pec was stressing more. He didn't get this. I believe it was 585, but we jumped to current day, right? And so he's slanging around the weight. As of now, it looks pretty even. As of now, it looks pretty even. If we jump ahead a little bit more, I know he mentions. Oh, I was just reacting to the wrong one. My bad. But I know that he mentions that he feels the pec a little bit. And when stuff like this happens, right, that's just tough. So here we go. Here's a video. If you feel it, more of the story, stop, right? So this is a hard watch. I can't even lie. The unrack was a little bit scary too. If you see this guy, no like personal diss to him. He probably just didn't know. They might have told him like lift each side. I don't know what the circumstances was, right? But when the bar did that little bit of a wobble at the top, that could have thrown him off for the press, right? That could have loosened his back tension. A lot could have happened with that. That also could have helped cause a strain or this tear to happen. But as you take it down right here, he was already holding the bar at the top, and there was a little bit of a slant towards this side right here. But as he goes down, boom, instantly you can see his tear as like his arm slanted down, weight slanted. Obviously, they cut the video for good reason, right? This is tough. But yeah, he gets up. They blur out this video, and he's here at the hospital. Right. This is sad. As of right now, as of this video that they have posted, it does not. Luckily, it does not look that bad. Right. But with most pec tears and stuff like that, you will need surgery, and I do believe that he's going to need surgery. I do have their Instagram pulled up, however, and what's really sad is right they're just posting at the bench press, just like nothing else. Like they're just training regular old stuff, right? And then literally 3 4 days after this, super sad. But what's a good thing to hear is Doc said surgery will be minimally invasive, which is great, right? That's super great, right? Because there's whole different levels of pec tear. If you guys remember, Larry Wheels spotted the guy who was doing the incline press with like 500 or 585 or whatever that was, and you saw that pec tear, like you saw that rip off of the bone. That was really bad, right? That was a no crap freaking pec tear, right? But luckily, from the looks of the video and from the looks of this right here, his pec looks intact, but there may be a small tear in here, right? And that's what I think he's getting at, saying it's minimally invasive. Muscle didn't roll up, which is huge, right? If you go back, I can't show it on here and still be monetized, but if you watch that Larry Reels video where whoever he was fighting did tear his pec, right? That you watch the muscle roll up, right? You see the initial tear, which happened, and then you saw the muscle move even more, and that's when you get into like the point of almost no return, right? That's like the more of the career-ending injuries, using steroids or not, right? And so he says, body blast and peptides and stem cells will be back in no time. And that is true. That is true, right? If you are using performance-enhancing drugs, steroids, you have someone set up for this and you're going through such an injury like what Mikey's going through here, then yes, it should help him get prompt to a faster recovery. Some of the comments, Larry says, add some growth to the mix while you're at it. I feel like he just said that as a joke. I don't know if he was even serious. Daniel Rajov, real response. Just take it slow, bro. I tore my pec a while back. I'm already back in the 600s. You'll come back easy. Just be patient. Daniel Rajov, real injury that he had too, right? Really bad pec tear, I believe. He's had some shoulder stuff. If there's one person that probably knows about recovery, it's Daniel Rajov. Almost benched 700 pounds, right? And I do believe he responds to emails for the most, or to messages for the most part. Super good guy from what I've heard. Hit him up, I guess, if you ever deal with such an injury like that. Greg Doucette, surprisingly, on here. Peptides and GH will help. Oh, yeah, so Larry might have been real about saying growth. Just please don't rush back to benching. Hope it heals up fast. But even when it's healed, go easier with higher reps and strict form. I don't know what he's going to put in the form part about, but, you know, Greg Doucette loves to tweak everybody. I think Mikey's form looked pretty good for the most part. But yeah. So as long as he's got like a correct doctor for this, everything's set up, right? Baker says BPC and TV better be your best friend. Yeah, BPC of the moon, right? Everybody's saying, you know, there's certain steroids, certain drugs out there that can help you speed up this recovery. But back to this Greg Doucette comment real quick. I got a little Greg Doucette thing. I'm going to turn this volume way up so you guys can hear this. But quick little Greg Doucette clip. Obviously, he posts a ton of videos about this stuff, right? This is how this guy makes money. 183,000 views. You can assume that he's made probably at least $700 just from this video talking about it. So let's hear what he has to say just at the start, right? We're not going to watch too much of this, but...
Steps behind.
All right, hold on.
Coach Greg, in today's video, we're going to be going over exactly what transpired that unfortunate accident. Mikey explains this in detail, so we're going to watch the video, go over it, and see what we can learn from the Tren twins.
So how does one prepare thyself for such an endeavor, benching 600 pounds? The last few days, I've never eaten the way I've eaten.
And so in preparing for this monumental occasion...
Right, so Greg's just talking crap at this point, right? No joke. Greg's talking crap. Let's see, he's got anything else to say?
And so on, often go through an enormous amount of calories in order to put...
Let's be honest, all right?
Only needs to be by 1 pound. If you set... Some people, they assume, steroids to help you recover that much quicker. You're able to recover... and he should have expected, especially...
All right, so pretty much from the Greg Doucette video, what we just gathered in that 50 seconds of watching Greg Doucette, he's kind of talking crap like he does. I know in the middle of this video, because I actually have watched this whole entire video, he does offer some good advice, right? And Greg does know a thing or two. But, Greg, that's Greg saying is tweaking people, pushing people, just stuff like that. But, yeah, man, that is... Tren twins Mikey tearing his pec. Hopefully speedy recovery for him, right? I would love to see him back in the gym, and I would love to see him press 600, man. I know he's only weighing like 210, 220 maybe max, right? So 600-pound bench, we're closing in at 3 times body weight bench, right? One of the most impressive things I've ever seen for sure. But other than that, guys, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you want to see next. And this is Blake Went signing out. Peace.